basketball fans, welcome back. So I'm back again with another film session. In this video, we'll be looking at Nderitu versus Plagne. Hope I have not butchered that name, but this is another team that we played, so we can be able to notch our ticket to the semis, which was awesome. And we won this game, but in this video, of course, you're just going to do it like the previous ones that we have looked at. It's just a film analysis. So without further ado, let's just get into it. So we have our usual suspects. We have our four main players. We have Natalie, Medina, Hilda, and Joy. So those are the players that play for us, and they have been. And as you can see on your far left side, you will see the people who are wearing yellow jerseys. So those OD bets. So the OD bets are the ones that are the people that have sponsored this trip, and it represents the people that traveled with the ladies team. So they are Kenyan, they also have won yellow. So without further ado, let me just go in this game, because this game was just entertaining to watch. It was not as it was not much of an improvement, but it was just the same game that they had previously. And we're just going to see what decisions did they make. You can see we were just going out there and just having like those games where we're almost winning them, and we won them, but they were just too close because of the flaws they had. So hopefully in these semis, we can be able to uncover the things that Mew might have missed during these games. So Medina, she goes in for the long two, and she makes it. And a nice steal. And Kenya just out there guns blazing. You can see Hilda, she goes out for the three, she misses it. And the major weakness for the team is the lack of three-point shooting. We just do not have any three-point shooters on the squad. And that's actually our major Achilles heel, because if we had, we would have gone through and been able to utilize them. Because the times that we have seen teams use that weapon against us, and our inability to defend it has made Team Kenya like lose the games that matter. Apologies for there's a chicken here. I'm recording, so you'll be hearing chicken sounds anyway. I'm not adding that anyway, but anyway, it is what it is. So we have Nderitu versus Plagne. Just checking out this game. Well, hopefully you can be able to like have some changes here. But look at this part. You can see them distributing the basketball easily, and they miss it. And they missed that shot courtesy of like some defense coming from an interior presence from Medina. Medina just went in and just swatted that ball. So the good thing is the possession just was supposed to stick to us. Nah, it's not our possession. So the commentary of the video was done in French, but with my commentary in English, we're just following it through. So Medina just slipped. Did you just slip? So that's a deep three. Oh my god, I must have missed that, because that happens just so fast. And look at that. Majority of the time, even in the two games that we have looked at previously, and in this one included, which is going to be the third one, you've seen the inability of Natalie to be able to guard the perimeter. And you can see this is a deep three. Of course, it's going to be a two, but you can see how we don't have very good perimeter defenders, even on-ball defenders. Majority of the time, you just see them try to look for the basketball. They're trying to get that pass so that they can pass it to Medina inside. But that strategy is not the greatest, because every time we see that, we struggle because we're not able to guard the three ball. Our interior defense is not the best, because we're heavily relying on Medina to be able to like block every single shot. And the size difference is just there. But having a team that plays good defense and is alert and plays on a string, you can look at that. Medina's footwork is just poor. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and she doesn't have the awareness to adjust. And even this one, I can blame it. I give like blame to her. as well as the people who are training her and the people who purport to be around her, because they're not telling her what she needs to change, and they're just, affirming the delusion. This was a steal. So Hilda, she got picked. Her pocket got picked easily, and there was no resistance there. Number 4 goes in and she scores. And right off the bat, you can see Plagne are just out there just doing their thing. And at 3, Hilda, she tries a 3, she misses it. And you can see the sloppiness that these players have. It's like you're not even aware mentally that what you're supposed to do. Look at this sloppiness. Too sloppy. Too sloppy. Sloppiness in play. Sloppy. And these are supposed to be the best players in the country. Poor. We won this game, but it was just poor. And the people who are here, even the coach here for 3x3, even the quote-unquote team manager and secgen being here, they're not even telling the team what they need to do and change so that they can be able to be better than they were the previous time they played. The last time they played in Egypt, see Natalie, her 3 fell short. And it's just been pathetic. It's just been pathetic all the time. They keep making mistakes. Too many mistakes. See, Medina can't dribble. She can't dribble, and you can see when she's being pressured like that, takes her off her game. And sometimes you have to question like her mentality. Is it the best? Is it the best for she has the God-given abilities, but her mentality is just questionable and wanting. You can see Natalie, as I just said before in the previous video, I even saw a comment. Natalie has never been and will never be a 3-point shooter. She's never been that. She's never been a 3-point shooter. And that just shows you, because a 3-point shooter is like someone like a Sabrina Ionescu. Now that's a 3-point shooter. She's not Sabrina Ionescu. She's not that. And if you look at her stats, you can just see like they're just poor. There's nothing that she does. Her game has never changed from the time she bounced the basketball. No change in her game. She doesn't have any dribbling. She can't shoot. She can't defend, and she doesn't have the versatility to score. She lacks ball handling. Look at this, getting crowded out. And because Kenya were just used to like run and gun, when you get pressured a bit, nothing. Look at that. Easy shots from Plagne, and they were able to just take us off our game. Look at this sequence. And this sequence is just interesting to see, because even I just wanted to play it back so that you can be able to like see it in 4K. Okay, so the Plagne have the ball. There's a 3 that is made that is attempted there. You can see very quick on rebounds, and you can see she made a very difficult shot inside. Check this out, the 3 ball. Then when she grabbed the rebound, what did she do? She put some English to it so I can go in. Then what do? We have the ball, but we get crowded out because they're playing tough defense. Then Joy tries to go in, she can't make it, and they still have possession of the basketball. Look at that. A 3 attempted, misses, but you can see the follow-up goes in. And they're just getting out-rebounded, and just get out-rebounded because there's no determination, there is no like will to win. Even without Medina, you can see the team is just off. And the team doesn't even have like very huge people. It has like people who are just skilled. They just have the fundamentals. Look, European players have the fundamentals. Look at this, get crowded out. Joy makes it at least. And she makes the free throw. She made the free throw. Good defense there. But honestly, if you ask me, that sequence of play just tells us a lot. Oh my God, this just tells us everything we need to know. Like, we have players that just lack the fundamentals. Like, there's so many, like, there's a proverbial grocery list of mistakes. Mistakes are just there, everywhere. And they're just playing with us. Look at that. All of us, all the players in Team Kenya just ball watching. Look. Natalie is not even paying close attention to the player she's supposed to defend. Look. What does she do? She fakes and puts a screen there. And you can see how we've been like tricked. Been tricked and leads to a wide open shot. I'm telling you, low IQ. The low IQ of the team is just evident. Look at this. Low IQ play. Look, the ball out of bounds. That's a high IQ play. That's the best point guard in the league. That's the best point guard in women's basketball just because she plays in KPA. Pathetic low IQ. There's nothing this player can do. What a waste. Look at this. Medina scored on by a fairly smaller, very smaller player. And it's because of the good ball handling. And Medina, because she's not worked on the fundamental, look how slow she is on her feet. It's like she can't run. She can't even stretch her arms. And any good defender, and not even any good defender, but any good offensive player knows how to deal with a person like Medina, especially scoring on her. And it's so easy. And that shows that she's not even a threat. And this is what scouts pick up on. And you just know that this is what they're going to get when they get Medina on the floor. And this is the latest game. This game happened like 2 days ago. And this is what they're going to get when they sign a person like Medina. Look, low IQ. Look. Ball going outside. Naturally, she's supposed to know how to dribble. Look, she just dribble it on her feet. And ball just goes to Plagne's possession. I mean, it's just lack of paying attention and being aware. I know you make mistakes in the game, but not those mistakes. I will allow like a turnover, but not the ball just hitting your leg because you can't see. You lack any ball handling. Poor point guard. There's nothing about you that can even make even somebody want to sign you on a deal. Look at that. 3. Wide open. And they still get the rebound. Now fake in there, and she just got some daylight and she scores it. I mean, it's so like, you can see the difference in class. And you can see the difference in like how to play. There's nothing. You can just see like there's so many flaws in the team. And you can just see the lack of fundamentals. It's just glaring. It's glaring. Honestly, it's not even like making fun or anything, but it's just poor. You know, we have people who, my God, at least Joy made that one, but we have just seen like the quote-unquote best players are poor. Like they lack any IQ. They don't even understand what they're supposed to do. They dribble out of the ball. They dribble the ball out of bounds off their feet. You know, they can't defend the perimeter. And they are expected to be like that team that is supposed to get the job done, because people will not respect you because how you looked. And that's the only play that can go in. That's the only way that they can score. That's the only way. It's either it's Natalie Medina inside. Medina lacks footwork. And luckily enough, Medina scores it. And just tries to make the game close. But if you look at the difference in skill, there's a skill disparity. Skill disparity that is there. Nobody here can get a deal outside their own teams. They can only get an opportunity to play for Kenya. But honestly, look at this. Skill disparity. Throw away the ball again. Turn over the ball again because you don't have the ability to even, you don't have skill to be able to get you to that point. Look, collide, throw the ball away. Look at that mismatch. The only thing you can do is just foul. Foul. That's the only thing you're good at. You think you can foul and like score. This is not KBF where you can just get away with like such, because all the calls are gonna get called. And these refs, they're not KBF refs. These are international refs. But if these games were held in Nyayo Stadium, they will have won every single game. But anyway, it is what it is. Look at that. Just toying with us. Just trying to find a mismatch. And the ball still goes goes to the ball still goes to them. It's sad, man. It's beyond pathetic. Again, look, all of them are watching the basketball. Nobody's paying attention to what they're supposed to do. Medina just gets like, she just gets like taken to school. Look at this. Get that mismatch. Like she's so slow on her feet. She's just flat-footed or something. And even when I saw that interview in Fallen One, could just see the way she talks slowly, the way she moves slowly. So it's understandable. She's slow in speech and also slow in her feet, also slow in defending, and very one-dimensional when it comes to scoring. Even I get why like the Swiss contract, failed because of these things. 3 attempted, he misses. It's just sad, man. Like that's the only way she can score. It's just the rim running. That's it. No other creative play. That's it. This is the only way she can score. That's the only way she can score. She can't score any other way. And when teams like catch on to that, they are able to like intercept those passes. That's the only way. And she misses it. Because you just think of just, let me just get the ball, just throw it in there. Let me just get the ball, throw it in there. That's it. Kinda. The Tucheze-tu mentality is in full effect. Tucheze-tu. Who got scored on? Let's see. Who got scored on? Found the mismatch there. Joy couldn't be able to like close out. What happened? In her face. Nothing. Medina is too predictable. That's the only way she can score. Only way. Luckily enough, we still retain possession of the basketball. Look at that. In between their eyes. And she just scores it. And that's the 3-point shooting I'm talking about that Natalie and Hilda lack. Luckily enough, we had Hilda hitting the final shot. But I can just say that was a lucky shot. I don't think that one shot like makes you like a 3-point shooter like that. You're not a 3-point shooter. You're not a Sabrina Ionescu. That's a legit 3-point shooter. That's a 3-point shooter, not you. Sabrina Ionescu. You see, like I said, poor footwork. She has no footwork. Natalie has no footwork. Nothing. She's not a 3-point shooter. Shooters don't move like that. I don't think you can rely on her on that side of the ball. Even on the defensive side, look at how much space she's giving this other player. Look at how much space is being given. She's not Sabrina Ionescu, and I want to reiterate that. But anyway, look at that. Medina with her poor footwork. The ball gets tipped off her hand. She has to go out there and reset, and the ball just gets deflected. And you can see it's very pathetic. And this is the best. And you can see a travel. So we've seen Hilda travel. Then you're going to see Natalie travel with the basketball. Travel. Because of you don't even understand what you're supposed to do. Don't even know. And this is supposed to, and you play for the #1 team in the country, and this is what you produce. It's just straight pathetic, honestly. Pure vomit. Sending the other team to the line because you can't even score it. You can't even defend. That's the only way they can defend. Send the other team to the line. This Medina, she hit that mid-range, that long too. Look at that. There's a huge disparity skill-wise when you look at these other players. Look how they get open. And the way they're manufacturing their shots is just awesome. It's just so pleasant. Look at how much space she got. And the way they're distributing the basketball, look. You're just running. Look at this sequence. All right? So from this 2-pointer from Medina, let's look at this. So the ball when it goes out, every single player gets the touch to it. Look at that. Ball goes in there for the 3. What did they do? Quickly get the rebound. Kenya is just running after the ball at this point. They have no coordination, no vision, or no direction. Let's look at Plagne, what they do. They have the ball. What do? They fake the drive, another pass, another drive faked. What happens? Because we are just focused on like running after the basketball, like it's like this is running after it as if that's the way basketball is played. What happens? A wide open shot, you can't contest it, and what happens? A 2-pointer. And there's a huge disparity skill-wise when it comes to Kenya playing with other teams. And you can just see Kenya is just the inferior team. That's the only way Kenya can score. This one here, this is the only way. Pass it to Medina inside. There's no creativity. No creativity, no nothing. Mentally, we're just not there. I know this is YouTube, I cannot say a lot, but mentally and basketball IQ-wise, Kenya is not there. It's not there at all. Not all there. And there's a reason as to why Nairobi Nyati are fouling a lot. Because they just cannot defend high IQ plays. They have 8 total fouls in the game. Sending Plagne to the line multiple times. And this is something that I've seen with teams that, get beat technically. They cannot be able to like stop the ball. That's what they resort to. That's the only way that they can guard players. That's the only way they can operate. And quite honestly, that's it's very sad to see how they play like that. Very sad. And Kenya have the possession, and Hilda just banks it in. And you can see at every turn, with Kenya trying to like even score, you can see another mid-ranger, good, goes in from Plagne. A shot is hoisted by Hilda, but unfortunately, that heave just did not work. Look at what they're doing. Easily playing. Like I just said, this lady, Natalie, not a 3-point shooter. Can't even defend the ball. Look, she's wide open. Nobody's guarding her, but she'll still miss it. She will still miss it. She has all the daylight. She can even check the wind, but she still misses it. You know why? Lack of fundamentals. You're wide open like that and you still miss. What if they contested it? Wide open, you can't make it. Look at that. There's a huge disparity until they have to use like their feet to like deflect the ball. So all I'm just saying, it's sad. They'll just keep, just keep playing like that. And another lucky heave by Hilda. She has had so many heaves like that, and they just go in luckily. I can just say they're just lucky shots. If those shots did not go in, we were done. And then the funny thing is, when you put like a viral look at that, who did she score on? Who got scored on? Let's see. It was Medina with her poor defense. Look, she can't even move her feet. She doesn't know how to defend. And this is something that has made scouts not even want to sign her. And she doesn't know it yet. That's the thing. That's the reason why. That's the main reason. That's the main reason. 1-point game. Almost got dropped. I mean, if this cross went, it just connected, man, Hila will have gotten dropped easily. That's the best play in the country. Akwende huko. 36.5 left in the game. Okay, let's see. They go in? No. Let's see. A nice layup, it goes in. And Plagne it's 18, Nairobi Nyati 16. So that was such a nice layup. So that 3 that just saved the game. If that shot did not go in, look at that. One-handed and she can't defend. Even her hands were not even up. Her hands were not even up to contest it. And this was the lucky shot that sealed the game. That was the only lucky shot that sealed the game, honestly. But I must say, even with this final result, we have seen everything that we needed to see. I mean, I know winning heals all wounds, but honestly, fundamentally, we are not there yet. We're not there yet fundamentally. And we got a rude shock, especially in the semis, because in the semis, when you go up in class and when you go up in you know, when you go up in heading into the finals, in the road to the finals, there is no way you can be able to win that game. That one I can just say it's a more so a lucky shot that went in. And it's a lucky shot because we are celebrating it even right now. But the lack of fundamental was just glaring. In the previous game that we won, and this one, and this was the last game that we won. And quite frankly, sometimes I know winning is the goal, but individually you can just see these players have a long way to go. They have a long way to go. I know some players here like Hila are 40, so I don't know what she can do to change anything because she has been playing the same way. Medina has been playing the same way year in, year out. We have seen the regression of some players. We have seen some players not understand how to be a point guard like Natalie. So, I mean, there's so many flaws with that squad. But anyway, winning the game is the most important thing. But we got slapped back to reality when we lost in the semis, which I'm going to cover in the next video. So stay tuned to that, and I'm out. Peace.